I just got back from an intensive performance training event, and we're shifting us high level coaches and experts in the realm of health. We're shifting the way that we're talking about health. It's really cool. It's a massive shift. And we weren't just discussing superficial things. And I know this might seem a little bit of a different take, but not just things like workouts and calorie counting. Like we were really diving in deep into the actual metrics, the numbers of our human ability, our durability. And so we were talking about things like NAD plus, VO2 max. I've talked a lot about that one here. Biological age, not so much. And then cellular recovery. So if you're a guy over 30 and you've noticed midday fatigue, brain fog, or that your workouts are taking longer to recover from, pay attention. This one's for you. And this isn't, or I should say that those things aren't just the inevitable tax of us getting older. It's your biological stress that is, or excuse me, it's your biology that is currently under stress. So that being said, who am I? My name is Ryan Sanders. I'm the owner of Project Fresh, and for over the last 13 years, I've had the opportunity to work with professional athletes and busy professionals, coaching them through the real world challenges and steps of healthy living, of wellness. And so here I get the opportunity to share more with you on that. Specifically, I'm a certified strength and conditioning specialist, as well as a certified sports and nutrition coach. And so we focus on the science and real world challenges of obtaining your fitness and nutrition ideally is the way you'd want it to be. So here I get to share those stories, the lessons, and the systems that make long-term wellness possible. So one thing that I want to say really quick, and we're just going to get into it, just three quick points. As we age, our cellular energy starts to decline, right? Those cellular engines, which we call the mitochondria, and the NAD plus levels start to decline under the physical, the mental, and the environmental stress. As men, our focus is to go and work, to provide. Of course, if we have a lady in the house and she's doing the same, we're working to take care of her. If she has, a job like us, that's totally fine. But usually we're out there, we're getting it going. We have all the stress that we carry, the weight of the day, the weight of family, the different things that we endure. That has its impact on our cellular energy engines, aka those mitochondria. So when the NAD plus drops, cellular repair slows down. Now, I've talked about stuff like oxidative stress, and that is definitely still a factor here. But this shows up as sluggishness, slow to recover from your workouts, constant joint stiffness, and even that mid-afternoon energy crash, right? That 2 p.m. slump where you're like, oh, I just cannot deal with that, deal with this day anymore because I'm tired. So those are some of the impacts. And it's not an aging situation, it's a cellular energy situation or issue. Point number two is our cardiovascular durability is a factor in this. You guys have heard me talk about the three keys to longevity, and that is your muscle, particularly in the context of your strength and your muscle mass. So, two separate things. And then number three, your VO2 max. And so that's the second point. It is how much your cardiovascular has the ability to one, sustain you while you exercise, and two, recover you. But it's one of the most single strongest independent predictors of all cause mortality, meaning the things that we pass away from preventatively on a regular basis here in the United States, like heart disease, for example. And then also it has its impact on cognitive longevity. So if you guys have anybody in your family that's dealing with dementia or Alzheimer's, prevalent for my wife and I and our families showing up, and to a certain extent, people believe and expect it to be the case as you get older, part of aging. Yes and no, there's certain aspects there, but the whole point is if you want to stay sharp, stay strong, and energized for decades, we got to build that high capacity cardiovascular, right? The heart and the lungs, their power and their cellular health. Excuse me. so that you can sustain over the decades. It's non-negotiable. So VO2 is really important. And then finally, the third one is going to be auditing or I should say, looking at your biological age. And this is something that we've known, particularly, we haven't talked a lot about it in the context of what we usually do here. But I think it is a perfect time and opportunity to talk more about it. We have our chronological age, which is fixed, right? We can't change it. However many times you've been around the sun is set in a number of years, months, weeks, and days, maybe seconds, depending on how detailed you want to be. But biological age is operational, meaning you could be 42, but operating at a biological age of 52. Work stress, not enough workouts, not enough activity, not the great or most ideal food choices. Has your body older than it actually is, or vice versa? You've been exercising, you've been eating well, sleeping well, managing stress, doing those different things. Maybe in partaking in our partners product, which I'm going to share a little bit about, that can get you younger. So instead of you being 42, chronologically, biologically, you're 32. And so one particular product that we're getting ready to talk about is going to be coming up in a workshop that we have. And the average individual is coming in with a biological age of 11 years younger than their actual chronological age. That being said, we want to show you guys or emphasize that keeping an audit or keeping a focus on the particular your biological age where you are is key. And then making sure that everything you're putting in, from the cellular health to the metabolic, most people say about metabolism, right? Everything that's associated with your gut and your metabolism, all those things have a direct influence on your biological age. And so we're going to be focusing on that. So like I said, I'm going to host a live deep dive workshop where I'm going to be breaking this down a little bit more. Not going to get into the science too much, but I definitely will be emphasizing the benefits of what we're bringing to the table in this health opportunity that we want to share with you guys. A little bit of a different case here, but I want to wrap up by saying that if you do want to see yourself optimized and you want to do so in a way that's going to be sustainable for the rest of your life, I want you to drop VIP in the comment section right now. And this is going to be you telling me I want to be on the list for that particular workshop coming up. Again, it's going to be a bio, age, and longevity-based workshop. It's going to be coming up here soon. I want to give everybody the opportunity to get a heads up. Looking at my calendar, it's going to be about 2 weeks out from tomorrow is our anticipated date. But for now, I just want to make sure I know who's interested. So again, drop VIP in the comments and let me know that you're interested and would like to join us. All right. So that being said, I hope you guys have a great one. But again, this is something that is really a solid shift. We're going to be incorporating it incorporating it more into what we share here as well, YouTube, as well as the rest of our social media, specifically because this makes such a difference based on the clinical trials and returns that they had, the clinical testing. I believe it was a double blind for those that are in the science world, a double blind test, meaning both the researchers and the participants weren't aware of who was taking what, which is really your gold standard for clinical peer-reviewed science. And like I said, the feedback was amazing. One particular item was that they found with this system that we're going to be covering in our workshop, on average, people were clocking in biological age 11 years younger than their chronological age. So that being said, drop VIP in the link and we'll continue on. Our next Monday Lunch Live is going to be next week at the same time, 12 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 11 o'clock Western, 2 p.m. Pacific. If you guys are clocking in from Europe, you guys are wrapping up your days, probably about 8, 9 o'clock. Or if you're in Asia, had a chance to chat with my cousin yesterday, which was wonderful, or last night. You guys were going to be somewhere between most likely 13 to 16, 17 hours ahead. and of course, already into your Tuesday at this point or getting there. So that being said, you guys have a great one. We'll see you soon, and keep on pushing forward. We've got a lot more cool stuff coming your way.